Hello and welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You've been gone.
We've been gone for a minute.
2 months.
2 months.
Okay,
It
that's
seemed
not
like
that long. Relax.
eternity, but we are back for
Yes.
another motherfucking season.
Season 2.
Season 2, and
What we season 2 of?
it is going to be season 2. I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
But I just had to say season 2.
Yes.
We are here.
We are. You didn't think we'd get here?
No, I knew we would get here, but this is good.
Yeah.
This is very good.
I agree.
So once again,
Yes.
welcome to
Date
Date
Night
Night with the Crafts. I am Justin Kraft, and my lovely host, my one and only, my Popeye's chicken sandwich of a wife.
You waited in line for me?
Yes.
Oh, you really did.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. Wait in line and fight and argue and maybe do a little prison time
For me.
for my wife, Kara
Hell
Kraft.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
That's right.
Welcome back, baby.
Welcome back.
So season 2. You didn't think we'd get here?
Didn't think we'd
Why
get
didn't you think we'd get here, though?
consistency, and
We're
we
consistent.
no, hold on.
Okay.
We put so much shit in our life.
We do. It's
We go
full.
overboard. We go, know something? 24 hours. We can probably fit about 36 in there if we try hard enough. And that's the type of things that we do.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So,
I think that's my fault.
right.
I apologize.
Exactly. So,
But we here.
but we're back.
And season 2 is a little bit different. Like, we are coming a lot harder than we did the last time. We got a producer.
I know. We're getting a little big time.
Right? We got a little big
A
time.
little big time.
Justin wore his lumberjack today.
Yep.
What's that, Biggie?
Yeah, my biggie red and black lumberjack with the
Okay.
hat to match.
Well,
but I didn't
yeah.
get the hat today.
Okay,
Yeah, I didn't
alright.
want to get that.
Justin wore his lumberjack. I mean, for real though, we have new segments. We have, which we introduced last season, but we didn't even remember to do it, but we have it now. We have cocktails. So every date night, we have a cocktail. We're going to tell y'all about the cocktail. We're going to post the recipes. We have a website now, so we'll have it on our website. We'll have it a newsletter. So if y'all want to subscribe, you can do the newsletter. And we always have Facebook, IG, YouTube. We appreciate all of our fans who follow us there and have continued to show us so much support. But outside the cocktails, we're gonna start having games. We have a segment called Ask the Crafts where you can ask us a question either about the show or maybe something personal.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna have guests. Like, this is our first episode, so we just want to come back and be more familiar this time.
Reintroduce
But Justin
myself.
complained about us not having enough guests.
We always need to have guests.
So we will have, we had what, 3 last season?
Yeah, 3 last season.
So we'll have like 10 this
yeah,
season. You
wow,
good with 10, Mr.
10.
Kraft?
It's got to be 10.
Okay. Are you not entertained?
I'm entertained.
Okay. So we have so much in store, and we'll continue to unfold new things as the show continues to grow and continues to prosper.
Definitely.
Yes. So, before we get to that, people have been asking us, like, what do we do while we took this 2-month break, this hiatus?
Well,
Right?
I mean, being parents.
Yes. Because that's a
Being-
fucking full-time
Yeah,
job.
being the husband and wife
Yes.
magic duo,
Magic
trying to do everything.
Okay.
Supporting my son in his football career.
Yes, football's been crazy, so we needed
yeah.
that break to kind of focus
Football is a full-time
job
thing. Yeah, it really is.
Parents of football or any sports but really football, y'all, they practice
A
so
lot.
much. But it's like you're a part of the team and you have to commit to it.
Exactly.
Just as much as they do, and even more, because it's not you that have to get up and do the shit, but you got to do it for somebody else. So you have to be even more committed than you normally would be.
Exactly.
So
remember, when you take that step, when they say, you ready? Be prepared, because it's going to be 7 days a week down there.
Yeah,
So-
starting at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Starting at
ending
5.
at 9 o'clock at night, right? Right. But then the good thing is when they get on professionally, they go on and they thank
They
mom.
take care of you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we get
And
thanked.
The mom gets thanked.
Yes.
Dad doesn't get shit.
Sorry,
They're just like,
Dad.
yeah, you go out there, you train, you run with them
Dad
every
gets
day, lift
cars
weights.
and shit.
Yeah,
Gets to-
maybe so,
and
right?
gets to brag about that being his son.
Exactly.
Is that not?
That's good enough.
Okay.
And also hearing your name, I'm not gonna lie, I vicariously live through that shit. If people seen the videos, when he's on the field and he makes that grand tackle, and then they're like, number 56, Justin Kraft. I'm just like, that is me, right there. That is me.
But that is basically what kids are. They're
Yeah.
like the next iteration
Yeah, I know.
of us. So
I
we get
know.
a chance to get
Yeah.
it right, to
Yeah.
be the parents that we needed, or to, give them what they need to get to where they're trying to go. So
exactly.
That's the vantage point. That's the great part about being
so we did the foot. We did
yes,
that.
Yes.
And then we've been working on music.
Yes.
So we have
like 3 new.
We have several new artists. We'll name names right now.
We won't name names, but it's at least 3 new artists that y'all are here coming from.
They're gonna be really big.
People don't know that about us, that we're musicians.
No, they don't. But eventually they will.
You should though. If you've been paying attention, because we do a lot of shit. You've been paying attention. You should know. that we do music, and
it's starting to grow. And like I said, we take on several new artists, so it's going to be some really, really good stuff. You're gonna be there's a lot of talent here, and like I said, we're going to turn that out.
Houston has so much talent. It's always disappointing that we don't make a louder noise until we leave here.
Exactly.
But we'll talk about that some other time.
Some other day, because I got a whole 2 goddamn shows about that.
Oh. Something dope happened. We got to meet. I was gonna say I got to meet because it was my moment, y'all. So I'll have Justin tell you, because who we met and how it came about that we got to meet them.
Oh, okay. So basically, just a quick story. We got to meet one of our favorite people, Dave Chappelle.
Yes, Dave Chappelle, yes.
And this is just a quick story, and the story is pretty much to lay the groundwork of saying, no matter how it happens or when it happens, just be prepared, right?
Yeah, because I'd been trying for days to get tickets to see him in Houston, because he had camped out here. Yeah. Seemed like forever.
A whole week. He was here for a whole week.
And he just kept having these shows, and you had to be the first 100 people in. I'm like, it says I'm 2,000 in the queue.
Yeah, it says you're 2,000 in the queue. Then you wait for 2 hours, and it says, okay, now you can't buy the ticket.
Yeah, so
I'm like, what the fuck?
I suffered that for 3 days, and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
So anyway, Kara suffered that for 3 days, right?
I suffered.
So I was like, you know something? God darn it. I know a guy
That's
that
how you
knows.
said it?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
God darn it. So I knew a guy that knew Dave Chappelle, right? Willie D.
Yes.
My man, Willie D. So I was like, Will, I text Will too. I said, I know that you are hanging with Chappelle.
Yes.
I know you are. Because he stops posting, he get kind of quiet for a second. I was like, yeah, he hanging with Chappelle. And sure enough, he was like, yeah, he right here. And I was like,
wow. That's how we'll talk to you?
Yeah, that's how we'll talk. Like, yeah, you know. So anyway, I was like, look, I tell you what, I want to meet him. He's like, don't do that shit that y'all do. He said, I'll set it up, then y'all don't show up, right?
Yeah,
so I was like, okay.
We don't, because we get settled in.
Yeah, we get settled in. We're like, man, I got to drive another hour and a half to get there in the rain. So anyway, make a long story short, we went to bed. The lights was off. We was laying in the bed. I was dozing off. And the next the text came in at 1:30.
Yeah.
Where you at?
And the thing about it was I had already gotten into bed, y'all. Like, I had taken my makeup off. My hair was in the bonnet. And I'm like, fuck. So when Justin tells me this, and I'm like, I was cute too. Like, I'd been cute all day until just 30 minutes before that text. So I'm like, damn. So I tell Justin, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this quickly and get there before they leave.
You got your ass out of bed pretty fast though, because by the time I was in response to the text, you was already in the bathroom getting your hair done. So, so he texts back, and he was like, "You got to come now.
Yeah,
you got to come now. If you're gonna meet him, you got to come now." So we got up, we got dressed in the middle of the night, drove down there, and then we got up in there. And the funny part is, we walked into the back room. This was at the House of Blues. And we walked into the back room. He was sitting at a table right when we walked in, and we walked right past him. I saw him. Kara just walked right past him. I'm like, okay. Then we just like, so where's he at? I'm like, he's sitting right.
Okay. When I walk into a room and I see a room full of people, I'm kind of shy at first. People don't know that. They think that I'm very social, and I am. But I start off very shy, and then I have to like blossom in a situation. So I'm not looking at anybody directly, because I don't know if I'm going to see somebody I don't like, or I don't want to mess it up. So I would rather peer in and then just see,
Right.
So
and
I didn't see him. You walk in looking for everybody.
Yeah, I walk in looking for everybody.
Protector, so.
Yeah, too. And I prejudge everybody.
Yeah.
So I look at everybody and go, nah, okay, good. Nah, fuck him. Nope, I ain't talking to him. Nope. Okay, cool. All right, cool. And that's how I do. And it's just a habit, I'm never going to tell you what I think about, but it's just a habit. So anyway, we went in the back room, we hung out for a little bit. And then, we were talking to a few people about music and other things and meeting everybody. There was a lot of cool people there. And then before you know it, hear him walk up,
Yeah.
and then I'm not going to imitate the voice because that shit sounds so corny. I hate
does.
trying to imitate.
It took everything in me not to just run up to him and be like, I'm rich, bitch, because
Yeah.
I know he did a bit about that
Yeah, I
shit.
know, right?
And I didn't want to be that person.
That shit is
Rick
whack.
James, bitch. I
That
just
shit is
wanted
so
to say
fucking whack.
something.
Yeah.
I know it's okay. I grew up in Humble, Texas. Give me some slack here, but I wanted to say that shit to him. I want him to hear me say it.
Right.
But I didn't do it. I didn't embarrass you or myself.
Right, because it would have been embarrassing.
It would have been and we would have embarrassed Will. Will probably would have cussed us out.
Right.
Never took
Bring
us
you to
any,
shit
can't
no
take
more.
y'all nowhere.
Can't take you to
So I didn't want that. So I held it together,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then, can I have a picture? And it was cool. And I was
Right.
do we have the picture? Can you post a picture that we have with Chappelle? Because we got to take a picture with him. I thought it was like the most amazing
Yeah, it
thing.
was dope. And, it was just like, I just wanted to congratulate him with, that the latest stand-up he did, because I know a lot of people were offended by it, and we'll definitely get to that at a different time. But it was like,
It didn't post?
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it because I loved how he tied in the humor and how he did it.
Yeah.
It was just really, 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 really dope. You know, like I love how it offended everybody, but it was to kind of show awareness of certain things.
Oh.
And also too, it was to kind of get past some of the hurdles and
Well, the
fences
thing is,
we
I
got
think it
between
was
each
just
other.
to really empower people,
Yeah.
especially the comedian.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing is, if we can't laugh at something, we can't necessarily heal from it.
Right.
So it's good,
Right.
you know, to be able to be free, especially where art is concerned.
Right. You know.
Except fashion designers, y'all come with some racist shit we cancel.
Yeah. But it's
They don't
like
get
you
to-
gotta be able to take
don't
a
be
joke.
racist, but
Yeah, you gotta be able to take a joke. You know, it's
Yeah.
like light skin jokes. Come on.
Yeah, I know
Light
you-
skin jokes are every day in my life.
I know.
I am a
I take up
victim
for y'all though, babe.
of light skin
When
jokes.
people make fun of light-skinned men, I actually take that as my opportunity to set a bit straight.
I don't take it to the level
I know you
where
don't.
it gets to that, like,
Yeah.
where I have to go out and fucking march and protest about light skin jokes.
Yeah.
You know, it
But
doesn't.
would you?
No.
Didn't you say you were the leader of the light skin?
Yeah, I'm kind of something like that.
No, was it a biracial demigod?
Yeah, the biracial demigod. Yeah, that's
what you
right.
say.
So that's my persona. So when I get attacked, I respond back with that. You know,
Okay.
it goes to some different shit. It
I
gets
know
weird,
it does.
but okay.
It always gets weird with you, but I enjoy it. So, you know, let's
But
see.
okay, so anyway, that was one of the funnest. I think that was one of our things that we just really enjoyed because it was just fun. It was spur of the moment,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what a date night is. And that was a date night. That was a spur of the moment date night that we did
Yeah.
because it was
Well,
just
you
something.
did actually get lucky afterwards, so it was a day night.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
got real lucky afterwards, right? It was really cool, even though we was both tired. But
Yeah.
but like I said, yeah, it spurred
But
something.
getting lucky at 40, even when you're tired, is still an accomplishment, right?
Maybe. I
Maybe.
don't
You
know.
don't know.
Yeah.
You're not willing to venture that path yet?
No, let's talk about that at a different
Okay.
time.
Okay.
That
The
just
death of
sounds-
sex.
Yeah, the death of sex.
We
No,
haven't
sex
experienced it.
doesn't die.
Okay.
It
Okay. I
doesn't
said
die.
we haven't
It doesn't die.
experienced that, but I thought it would
No,
be funny
no,
to say.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So also we've been doing that. So also we've been doing other podcasts. We've been
Yes, we went on the Truckcast.
yeah, the Truckcast. That was
You know,
good.
we went on Revelations.
Went on Revelations.
With Cole. That was really good. We did D Murph's show.
Did D Murph show as well.
Flagrant too.
Yeah, Flagrant
So-
too. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of them, right?
we have.
Yeah, we've been
busy.
touring.
We've been busier than I thought we've been.
Yeah.
But when you're in it and you're doing it, you don't always see. And
No.
when people are like, "Oh my God, you doing this and that," and you're like,
Yeah.
you know, it's weird. It's always weird when people talk to us about what we're doing, and it makes me stop and I have to appreciate it because I don't look at what I'm doing as anything motivational, as anything that would push somebody else. But you don't know who's
Right.
looking at you to
Right.
get permission to do things that maybe they've always wanted to do.
Exactly.
So they can say, okay, just because I'm married and have children or in a relationship, my life doesn't have to become this land of nothingness. I can still keep filling it up with new things and better things and evolving.
Exactly.
You know, we don't have to stop growing unless we want to.
No, you do not.
But we're not going to
And
preach though. We're
not gonna preach.
Okay. Okay. I was about to
But
get
so, like you said, so yeah, we did the podcast. You know, we did the artist thing. You know, the whole football thing, being parents.
Yeah.
All the good stuff has happened. So that's kind of what's been going on.
Oh,
We've
and I
been-
went to visit my dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we'll
Kara
talk
went-
about this later on. Like,
no, but you can go ahead
Well, I'll
and take a
just-
second.
yeah,
you can
I'll
take a
touch
second.
on
You
it,
got a
like-
second.
I realized that I never had a conversation with my father as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you are in a family that has a certain level of dysfunction, mom and dad don't talk, they're separated, different states, you know, layers and layers of bullshit and hurt feelings and other things. It puts such a ditch in between you and people that you love. And at this age, I just realized I need my dad.
Yeah, you do.
You know,
You
I
do.
need him, and I want to know who he is. So I took a trip to Vegas and spent some time with him and my siblings, my dad's wife, who's beautiful and sweet and all these things. And now I feel like it's time for me to heal.
Yeah.
So that, again, even in my relationships, I can be able to give all of myself, and especially to myself, you know. So,
Right.
but yeah, we've been on some spiritual
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah, we took a break and did a whole bunch of stuff.
We did.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, we're back again.
Yes.
And we're ready to tackle something, I guess, that we left off from the previous, the finale from last season.
We're gonna get into it, but what I want to do now is start season 2, because season 2 is different from season 1.
Okay.
So we have a segment first.
Okay. Oh
So
my God, we got
know,
organization
I know.
instead of freestyle shit. All right,
yeah,
go.
we're not gonna freestyle this season. You okay with that?
I'm totally okay with that.
Okay, so
I like
the first,
structure.
You like a little structure,
Just
right?
a little bit.
Yeah, not too much because it is boring.
Yeah,
Who wants
no.
boring?
Not us.
Okay.
All right.
So the first segment is craft cocktails, and what this section or this segment of our show is about us talking about the drinks we're gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't had our date night yet. Our date night is actually tomorrow.
Right.
But the drink that we're gonna be having is Henny lemonade, Kyla. Okay, Henny lemonade. So
Henny lemonade.
yes.
Okay.
So when we have the party tomorrow, and we'll talk about that at the end of the show, I'll show the actual cocktail, and we'll have the recipe listed and everything on how to make it. And then since we'll have, cameras and stuff at the party, we'll be able to talk to people about it and see if it's a hit or not. So we're, in essence, sharing our date night with our fans tomorrow.
Yeah. And you know something? I don't know if you consider them fans. What do I consider them?
Family.
Family.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
it sounds funny when he says that. It kind of comes off as a joke when I tell you he's so serious, because you grew up as an only child. So.
Only child.
Yeah. So anybody who rocks with us like that and supports us and shows us love, we fuck with you on a deeper level than just
it's deeper. It's not.
Family.
Oh, sorry, man. My production time. My clock just went off saying that I need to work on music.
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
he has these timers in his phone.
I have these timers to remind my schizophrenic ass.
Sitting looking at the
sitting looking at the goddamn wall.
watching Family Guy.
Yeah, watching Family Guy reruns, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's true. So people that support our shows, support the things that we do, it's way deeper than that.
It is.
So
we appreciate it.
Yeah, it's more than just like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, thank you, and then walk off. No, we really appreciate it, because we're really trying to share something and make something special.
Yeah, because family is the strength of a family basically is what builds communities.
Exactly.
So the more of us that can come together like that. Oh no, I still feel like I'm preaching. Let me move back away from that. So
all right.
Drinks. Henny lemonade. I'm gonna post it to the newsletter. I'm gonna post it to the website, and then also to the page. So make sure y'all following us everywhere, and that's at Date Night with the Crafts. That's DATENIGHT with the CRAFTS. That's the website. That's everything. And if you go to the website, if you sign up for the newsletter, then you'll just get a weekly newsletter from us that talks about the show, and then talks about all the fundamental parts of a date night that we defined in episode 1.
And extra stuff. Whatever the extra stuff might be.
Whatever the extra stuff might be, right?
Right. So, okay, cool.
But the second segment is going to be, hold on, y'all, I'm sorry. I know this is like.
You're supposed to have this memorized.
I know.
You're making me look bad on live.
I know, y'all, I'm so sorry. What did we do on our previous date night?
Oh, there's been a lot.
What was our previous date night?
Exactly. It has been a lot. We had a classic date night.
Yeah.
Downtown at our
The
famous
other
spot,
night.
the Westin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we do before that though?
Man, I don't remember.
I know it's like
maybe we're doing. See, that's how you know you're doing too much shit.
Why? Because can't remember.
You don't remember anything like you like.
Oh no! We had a photo shoot.
Oh yeah, right. We had a photo shoot.
Okay, so our last date night, we had a photo shoot at this really dope-ass studio in the Heights.
Yeah, the Heights.
So we had a photo shoot.
It's like a museum or something, right? It was like an art gallery. No, it was like an art gallery.
It was art gallery.
Art gallery, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
But we had the photo shoot, then we went to Max's, Wine Dive, and then we went to the Westin.
Yeah.
Because what we were trying to do is just get a moment, like a day of we still have to work because we have a lot of things that we're working on, but a day of rest.
Yeah.
So we do very low key things.
Yeah.
You had your coat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was dope.
My coat.
You know what? That coat has caused such hysteria.
Yeah.
I'm getting DMs about your coat.
Right.
I'm getting text messages about this coat.
Okay.
What is it about a coat?
I don't know, but a lot of people liked it. But
Yeah.
when I was walking through the club, like when I was walking back and forth,
Yeah.
like some people stopped me and said, "Hey, that's a nice coat." And I was like, "Oh, thanks. You know where you get it from? That's cool." Some people, I walked past this one girl. She like grabbed the coat and like did her hand like this and like pulled me, and I was like, "Excuse me."
Oh,
You know,
wow.
like.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
no, I
how
didn't do
you
that.
looked at her,
I didn't do
babe?
that. I
You
was just like,
snatched her away
she
from
grabbed
her
the coat, and I was like,
Yeah.
look. I was like, look. Nah, but
Oh,
anyway,
what did you have in your coat?
nothing.
You got,
But,
you got hot sauce in your bag?
No. I'm just saying. But no, she, people were like, I was like, God damn. And then people were like, well, you're not from here, are you? I was like, why? Because I'm wearing a fucking coat like this.
So people react to men in coats.
Yeah, people like niggas in
You
coats.
need like 3 more coats,
I
babe.
know, right? So I'm finna go buy a whole
Niggas
bunch of
in
these
Paris,
motherfuckers.
niggas
I know, niggas in
in
coats.
Yes.
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 That's a classic.
It is.
So,
So I'm going to buy you 3 more.
Yeah, I want the black
Will
one.
said you look like a mob boss. And
I
I
know,
said, well,
right?
he is half Italian, Will.
There you go.
Yeah, and Will was
There you
like,
go.
oh, okay. Oh, we went to
He
Will's
was like,
party
yeah,
too.
whatever. Huh?
We went to Will's party on Will's birthday.
Yeah.
So we're going to another party tonight. It's a
Shout
private party.
out to Will
Yeah.
again. He's
yes.
a
Happy
man.
birthday. We have
Yeah, this has
Yeah.
been Will. It's been a whole Will ride lately
Yeah.
for like the last week because everything that's been going on with him. But his roast
He's
the
having
other
a
night,
birthday month.
it was just insane.
So
we'll talk about
so
that though.
Our last date night then was the one Willie D's first party,
Right,
and we had the photo shoot the very next morning and all of that.
right.
And then we had a kind of semi date night. We didn't go to the hotel afterwards, so that's why I technically don't consider yesterday a
Right.
date night. But it was like a
Date nights don't have to end in sex
it was
care.
date night adjacent.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. All right.
So anyway, if it doesn't end in sex,
No, it's not a date night, right?
if you're not drunk,
Yeah, if you're not drunk, you're sloppy drunk and on the floor,
and
that's
on
not
the
a
floor
date night.
satisfied.
Yeah, it's not a date
have
night.
you really had a date?
Nah,
That's courting.
you just hanging out.
Yeah, we was hanging.
That's just your boys.
Yeah, that's
you and
what
your
you
boy
call
just hanging
hanging
out.
out.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
But
Anyway.
so last night we went to the roast
Right.
for Willie D. It was called 30 Years of Controversy. We don't have any pictures. I have one picture, but I'll have to post it later. But they were taping it, so we had to put our phones away.
Yeah, you had to put our phones away.
Yeah,
So
but it was D.L. Hughley,
D.L. Hughley,
Mike Epps,
Mike Epps,
Brad Williams,
Carlos
Carlos Miller.
And God, what was the other guy's name? I can't remember the other guy's name on top of my head. But anyway,
No. It was comedians.
you said it was Kid and Play, Chris Reed.
Chris Reed
Chris Reed, yeah, was
from
there?
Kid and Play.
Yeah,
And then he's a local comedian.
yeah, that was Carlos and the other guy.
No, Carlos
I know
is
what you're
on.
talking about. But anyway, it was extremely funny as hell. So make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah.
It was
No,
funny as hell.
comedian Grossman.
Yeah,
That's who it was.
everybody and a mama was there from
Yeah.
Houston. Anybody in Houston
Yeah.
was
So it was like
there.
Trey the Truth. It was just like it was
Everybody was there.
like Houston's.
It was
elite
Houston's,
were there,
yeah,
but it was
yeah.
so funny.
It was very, very funny.
It
So
was-
we'll get into that.
We can't talk about it, but it was.
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. I want y'all to watch that. So
Yeah.
support him on that. So okay.
But we've had some fun from
some
what
fun.
we've done in the break and then
Mhm.
our last date nights. We've been having some fun. We're trying. I told Justin that because our date night used to only be the hotel, so now we're trying to be romantic.
We're
you know, we're in our
branching
40s.
out.
We gotta be sexy now.
Yeah,
you know.
sophisticated.
How you say?
No, I'm sorry.
Say it
Go
again.
ahead.
Say it again.
Sophisticated.
Okay.
Yeah. No, somebody had it spelt like that on Instagram. I thought the shit was funny.
Oh.
So okay. Anyway, go ahead.
You misspell stuff a lot. Though.
I know. I do that on purpose.
Not misspell it. Missay it on
Yeah.
purpose to fuck with me.
Yeah, I know. Like jalapenos.
Yeah.
Like
And
I've been saying that for
salmon
years.
With an L.
Yeah, and salmon, because I know
And
that annoys people,
The
so I
other one,
order shit with salmon.
Conversate, the
Yeah,
one that makes me
conversate.
just like. Don't ever say that. Not
Conversate.
even in jest.
Mhm.
Say converse
I
that
know.
way. I
I
know,
know.
but I don't. People don't know that you really know, and then they looking at you like this.
This
nigga
nigga
don't
said
know.
conversate and
Nigga,
salmon.
conversate ain't even a word. You
I
know,
know,
people
right?
get.
I know they picky,
Yeah.
but they know better. Anyway, all right. So
They know better than to tell you.
yeah.
So last season,
Mhm.
okay, our producer got with us and was like, y'all didn't tell the full story.
Right.
You know, hey Danielle, y'all didn't tell the whole story. Y'all didn't only told one part of the forgiveness, the infidelity story.
Right.
We talked about how it happened, why it happened, and the feelings, but we didn't talk about the other part of it.
Mhm.
Like, getting past it.
Right.
You know, what's on the other side? Is there another side? How we're dealing. And then we had a lot of people that asked us questions too after they saw the episode. So we felt like we needed to touch it one more time just so that we can make sure that our full thought is communicated about it.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and then just because we left it on such a, like you mentioned, it was such a dark note.
Yeah.
That we wanted to take it and then lift it.
Yeah. We take it and lift it and then kind of discuss. I guess. I don't know, for lack of a better term. Well, not lack of better terms, but I guess saying the aftermath, right? The outcome
of having secret lovers.
Yeah, the getting past certain things and doing that. So yeah, I'm definitely for that because to really be honest with shit, this is the biggest hurdle from a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know,
and people want to know like, they want to learn how to forgive and how to heal.
Right.
After that, and what I'll start by saying is that it's different. It's different for everybody.
Right.
Like for me, you know, I'm so loving, but I'm also very emotionally detached. Like especially for things that I feel are that just make sense or being realistic.
Right.
You know, I have a utopian view about love and all of these things, and I'm optimistic, but I'm still a realist.
Right.
So for me, I'm not the person that's going to ask you a million questions. I got like 3.
Right.
You know, whereas you have a lot of questions and you needed to have those. That's like the text you were sending me that time about, you know, having a lot of questions and then the person who committed the offense being open and willing to answer those questions without ego. Can you, I just wanted you basically to touch on that and tell me what you were saying about that.
Yeah, so, well, I would like to go into that part too, but more so let me back it up a little bit.
What's that?
I think one of the biggest things is getting to that point is the first step is you're going to be kind of in a state of mourning, right? Because
what are you mourning?
Because your relationship now has changed.
Yeah, so I guess what you're mourning is the idea.
You're mourning the loss of your old relationship.
Oh, okay.
Because now that your relationship has changed, it's never like I guess the term I'm looking for.
So I guess that's what people are so upset about.
Yeah, because imagine
mourning the loss of the relationship that you thought you had.
Yeah, the mourning the lost relationship they had. That's why it's so severe because it's almost like a person dying because it's your union together, and then for a second it does. It kind of just dies. Like it's stabbed. It gets hurt. It gets morally wounded.
Okay.
So then it goes, well, shit. How do you recover from that?
How do you recover? Like, how do you come up with a new idea?
Like how do you do that? Because now it's never like you can never say, oh, this is mint. This is you know, in mint condition is new. It's now it's like new.
Like new.
It's like new
you got
now.
some refurbished shit.
Yeah, so now your relationship is a little refurbished. Okay. So, but it's fine though because this is like with everything in life that you get from your body to your car to your house, everything has this stage that it reaches in aging and taking hits from life and so forth. So everything is gonna everything is gonna come to this stage. So, you know, like I always tell people, I'm gonna give you an example, right? I broke my wrist years ago when I was young. So do I just give up on life? Do I get my arm amputated because I'm like, well, this arm is once broken, so it's never like the other one.
Yeah.
So do I stop there or do I identify it and go, you know something, my arm was broken. I'm going to repair it. I'm going to heal it. I'm still going to know that I need to be careful because I want to break it again. And you know that it once was, and you still, understand that part of it, but you still move on.
Yeah, I think too, like for me, my question is always, okay, this happened. Does this change how you feel? Do you still want this? And if the question is yes, then I find a path for it.
And see, the thing is, you know, the relationship IQ, a person really has to understand forgiveness.
Yeah. What is forgiveness?
That is a very complex question.
I have a very specific answer.
Go ahead.
See, I think that's also, too, you think about things. Like, I think deeply, but my research process has to deliver me some answers. Like, I won't allow that process to go on for forever. Like, it has to bring me back something.
Yeah, because I'm like way
like
up there in the stars
be out
with
on,
that shit.
yeah, be like Justin.
Constellation.
But you think that also, too, I'm sorry, don't mean to drift off to that. But is that also another thing, too, about the forgiveness and the grieving process
Yes.
that gets in the way too is just how we train our brain to research a thing or to heal from a thing. Because like you said, things with you take longer than they do with me. With me, it's like, and maybe because I'm, you know, I work with engineers and I have like that brain to think like that.
Right.
So it brings me back something quick. Whereas yours is more,
Yeah.
you know, artistic. So
it's
you know,
critical.
yeah.
It's critical. Like I used to always tell people, like, you know, you look like you're having a really good time because you don't have critical thinking. People with critical thinking are fucking stuck in the loop.
I'm a critical thinker.
Yeah, I know you are.
Saying, but my critical thinking, that's funny. That's real funny. Give me a minute. Okay. My critical thinking has to deliver me a certain set of answers.
Right.
I think you should probably make your critical thinking work better for you.
Yeah, but it's hard because that's the way it's wired, unfortunately. But anyway,
But one thing I had to do is also remember that I can't change that about you.
Right. And I can't
Or
change it
fix
either.
you.
No matter how hard, no matter how hard I try, I can't change it either. So going into to what you were saying is, you sometimes you want to know the details, right? So the part of getting past this point of okay, it happened. Now you're going, okay, so we want to repair it. So then you get to the part where you get to transparency, right? And that part of transparency is fucking details, right? So then you want to go, okay, how did it happen? What happened, right? So then you're kind of on this path where you go, do you want 1,000 needles or do you want one big machete slice? The big machete slice is usually just, well, it happened. Okay, we did that. Met up this date. That.
Give me the machete
slice. The
and
needles is like, well, it started here. We had these conversations. It led to this.
Which are you, needles or machetes?
I'm kind of like the needles guy.
You are?
Yeah, I like to torture myself.
And I'm a machete.
Yeah, I like to torture myself.
Slice my arm off once. Let's get it over with.
And then sometimes I ask for the same needle over and over again.
I know. I know.
So, but that's what happens. So then you get to that point where you have to have these details because these details give you the transparency, and also it helps for critical thinkers to find out.
I'm not a critical thinker.
No.
Go ahead.
No, it's just it's not. See, you're connecting it to IQ.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not because I know people are very smart.
You mean
they can just make
a critic of your thoughts.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
Yeah, you know, like I can get up and I can move my phone to one side and be like, "Why the fuck did you just do that? Put that back." And I go, "Wait a minute." And they go, "No, don't do that." And then it starts an argument. Now I'm sitting here arguing. I'm just sitting here arguing with myself in a loop.
And I'm looking at you like,
and you're like, "Well, what are you doing?"
Okay?
And I'm like, "Nothing." You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that's what I mean by that. So, so you go in, you get these details because you want to know what step was your fault, what step was just her fault, you know, what step was maybe something else that may have happened. So then you try to put this big painting and this big puzzle together so you can identify where the problem is at, what led up to it. Was it something that you did? So then you can change.
Can fix it? Okay.
So you can change.
But some people want that not even to fix it though. They just want that, like you said,
to
torture themselves.
Oh yeah,
or to have that reason.
Yeah.
You know, but I think if people are searching for a reason, you'll find it fairly quickly.
Yeah.
You know. But let's go, because one thing I started talking about something else. I want to go back to forgiveness. When I was talking about what is your definition of forgiveness, and you said that it's complicated.
Yeah.
What is your definition of forgiveness?
I still have a hard time answering that one.
You do?
I know there's some crazy shit, but I couldn't put it into one word or one sentence.
Okay.
It's an emotion.
Okay.
And it's the overall feeling of it's done. And you never know.
For you, forgiveness is about finality.
Yeah, like I can never sit there and just go, you can go, well, I fucked up. I go, yeah, you did. And you go, I'm sorry. And I go, okay, you're forgiven. And then we just go. Like, nah. It's like after a while, I just sit here and stare at you. And then I'll go through my mind and my critical thinking.
What's your process?
That's what it is.
What are your questions that you ask yourself?
Until I feel the case rests. Until I feel the prosecution rests.
Going
down. Until I feel like I have all the details. I feel like all the testimonies.
Is it gauntlet that goes down?
Gavel.
I say
gravel.
I say things.
Gavel.
Is it gavel?
Gravel.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Whatever it is, I'm Southern. Don't hold it against.
But
we say shit.
When it hits, and then you go, okay, I have all the details now. I have all the testimonies. I have all the shit drawn out. Like the whole.
To come to what conclusion?
To come to what conclusion of, should I trust this person and move forward, or should I get the fuck out?
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to kind of know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what I mean by this shit, it's like some real shit. Like, how many times this motherfucker lied to me? You know what I'm saying? How many times was like, you know, were you laying in bed and you thought you was talking and trying to have a good time, this motherfucker was just ignoring you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about shit like that.
Like
because,
how their actions have affected your life.
Yeah, I think about shit like that because you never know, like, later on in life, that shit can get worse. You know, it could turn into complete, just, you know, two people siloed in the same house.
What would you prefer? Like okay, so before I ask that, let me say my definition of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
Mm-hmm.
forgiveness is basically saying that we can continue.
Right.
So it's not about the finality of a thing. It's about, can we continue?
Right.
Without me having to hold this against that person.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to hold it against you, I can't forgive you. But if I know that we can continue on this path together in this relationship, I'm not just talking about marriage. I'm talking about any relationship.
Right.
With family members, friends.
Exactly.
If I can continue on being in that relationship with you without holding this against you, I can forgive you.
Exactly.
But if I'm going to always think about this is going to always bother me, I have to let that relationship go. So if I have a friend and y'all are watching that I've let go, it's because of that.
Yeah.
Because I cannot, I don't like for there to be weird energy.
Yeah.
That unsaid thing, the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
I can't have relationships where there's an elephant in the room.
No.
Because I don't feel safe.
No.
So that's what it is for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I understand, and you have a very complicated definition of trust too.
Yeah, it is. And that's just because the way I was brought up, you know.
So what is trust for you?
Trust is, I go down the path of more so like loyalty. It's weird. It's kind of like.
What is loyalty? Somebody that's not going to lie?
No, everybody's going to lie.
Everybody's going to lie.
Everybody's going to lie.
If loyalty and trust are not about lies.
But I think it's enough for that person to respect you, to stay with you.
Respect.
Yeah, enough to stay with you. Now, see, people think respect, they go, well, if a person cheats on you, that they disrespect you, so that bond is broken, it's over. It's like, no, it's not. Because people can still, have that to the level where they can go off and do some shit and then come back and be like, look, that wasn't about disrespecting you. That was, some shit that was going on with yourself.
It typically is something that's going on with yourself.
So, but like I said, I have some weird things about forgiveness and loyalty and all that. And like I said, I'm going to dive more into it once I find the more colorful words because honestly, it gets kind of weird.
About it a little more.
Yeah, I have to think about it a little bit more because my definition is really
I be
weird.
thinking about this shit all the time.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So I was prepared today.
I wasn't prepared for that. I was prepared for someone. So what do you think forgiveness is?
So sit with it, and then when you come to a conclusion, it don't have to be here. Tell me.
Yeah, it'll be in the middle of the fucking night.
It will be. It'll be at 4:00 in the morning when your ass wake up.
Right.
Like, hey, I just had a weird thought.
Exactly, like I always do. But yeah, forgiveness is like I was saying, just to reiterate, it's more of a vibe to me. It's more of an energy that I get because it still has to come within myself. Yeah. But I still have to get it from that person to where we're accepting that energy and it connects to where I go, okay, this person can be forgiven, and I know that it's a real forgiving thing to where we both understand it and it connects on that level. I don't know how to explain that just yet, and just some deeper.
Because right now it's more so tied to a feeling.
Yeah, it's more
than it is an actual thought. I got you.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, so we got some questions from some of our listeners, and I'm gonna go
question time.
Yes.
We gotta have a little segment noise for that shit.
Huh?
Anyway, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Questions.
I know something. Well, I'll do something.
I just
Jingle.
Did it. This was it.
Yeah.
Questions.
Yeah, it has to be a little bit better than that though. But okay, it has to be more
twerk?
produced. Yeah, no. Well, you can if
I'm sorry, I cannot twerk.
Not right now.
We won't get into that.
Okay.
I have a problem twerking. I do. It just doesn't feel like my ass is moving in the right way. Like I know ass is supposed my ass feel like it's doing this when it should be doing this.
That, yeah.
So until I work that out, there will be no twerking.
Okay.
And now I think I've reached that age where twerking is not acceptable.
You can still drop it like it's lukewarm though. Not hot. But you can still drop it like it's lukewarm. So it's still there. Yeah. Okay. So it's still there. There you go.
Drop it like it's lukewarm or tepid. Yeah. Got you. It's not that bad yet, babe.
I know it's
like
not.
my girl Belinda, I'm still a hot tender. Okay. No.
Okay.
A young tender.
Young tender.
Yeah, a young tender. Okay, so first question.
All right.
And I'll start with you. Do you think that cheating is inevitable?
man, in this day and age of
Yes.
internet porn, and this is critical. This is a critical thinking
Okay,
thing. Yeah. So
internet
you just
porn.
say yes. You're just like, yeah.
Because my mind went
Yeah.
back thinking, do you know anybody that's ever been faithful? No.
No.
My mind says yes.
I know, right?
I don't
So-
know one person.
But yeah, in this day and age of internet porn, this day and age of fast relationships, fast connectivity, connecting to people on a rate that you do, yeah, I mean it's gonna happen. Now keep in mind, two different kinds: sexually, emotionally.
Mhm.
Sexually, I just spit out again. Sexually, emotionally.
Mhm.
So it those are both. You know what I'm saying?
You
so
think emotional cheating is a real thing?
it can be.
You can't control who people have conversations with and feelings about.
I know you can't, but you still consider it cheating, right? That's why women don't like you when you like a picture of another woman. That's emotional
Okay,
cheating.
now
Obviously-
that was very specific.
All right.
Okay, let me tell you
But-
this.
No, but hold on.
Just so that we're clear,
Right.
just so we're clear,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad that you like her picture.
Right.
You know what pisses me off?
What?
What she thinks about you liking her picture.
See, nobody thinks about anybody
Women
liking a
think
picture.
like that. When you like their picture, is you saying, I'm sorry, I just got real upset.
I know, right? See,
Maybe I do.
yeah, I know exactly. So anyway, proving my point
It's just
and
because
moving
we
on.
talked about that. This proves nothing. No, this proves nothing.
No.
You just don't get it because you keep bringing it up.
Okay,
When you like
No,
a
I
woman's
got it.
picture, her thing is
I
like,
got it.
that nigga gonna fuck me.
I know, right?
And you just like, oh, look at the homie.
Right.
But in her mind,
Mm-hmm.
I can take care of a whole fucking family. Let that bitch slip.
Yeah.
And it's not that
right.
she could.
Do you think anybody's gonna fucking put up with me?
No.
Uh,
Or our
exactly.
children.
Exactly.
You don't want him. He's broken. Right about now, I've tried every glue there is now. This nigga just put together with what's that gray tape? What do you call that? Duct tape.
duct
This
tape.
nigga is put together with duct tape. You don't want him. So if you want to do, no, I'm kidding. I want him. I
Yeah.
want him.
But anyway, my whole point was emotional cheating.
Yes.
It does exist.
That's not
And
emotional cheating, though. That's just men not listening to their wife and out there looking thirsty. But okay. Go ahead.
Nothing thirsty about that. So
To us,
okay.
it is.
All right. Okay. So anyway,
Okay.
all right. So that was my whole point was emotional cheating
Mhm.
and sexual cheating. So you can do some emotional cheating and it will affect your partner,
Mhm.
and then also too you can do some sexual cheating without emotion.
Mhm.
Still affects your
I never
partner.
worry about you being an emotional cheater
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not.
because you don't do that.
I don't.
Like, I gotta beg you
Right.
to get to it's like, can you stop thinking about music and yourself for
Right.
2 seconds and pay
yeah,
me?
I am
And it's
self-centered.
not that you don't pay me attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you give me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how your exoskeleton part that's on auto, and then the
Yeah.
other part of you is thinking about other shit that
that
whatever.
I have to think about all the time.
That's true.
So
And I'm not complaining. I am. But
yeah,
I'm
I know.
not. You
I
get
know.
that?
I got
Okay.
it. So,
Okay.
but so I forget now. See, we went off so deep now.
We
I don't even know.
did.
I don't remember how the hell we got here.
Emotional cheating.
Oh yeah, I know. I went
It's
over emotional
different,
cheating and sexual cheating,
but
right?
it's about the same.
But about the same. Okay, so we
Yeah.
have that, right?
Yeah. And you know how I think.
But what was the
about
question
everything.
again?
Do you think cheating is inevitable?
Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, now I'm back on track, right?
Okay.
So yeah. So cheating is inevitable because you're gonna go
It's
down
bound
one of
to
these two paths.
happen.
These two paths.
It's bound to happen unless
Mhm.
you like covering up your eyes
You live on an island.
and living on. It's gonna happen.
Exactly. So.
I mean, I wish I could say that there are some anomalies that exist in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You ugly. It's unattractive or some shit.
ugly and unattractive people.
Nah, I'll
have
take that
kids
back. I know some
every
ugly
day
people. I know
with
some ugly people.
babies.
Yeah.
So that's proof that they fucking.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
they're on my friends. You go through my friends list. You can see.
You got,
No, I was playing.
you
I was
got
playing.
orcs. You call them orcs.
Yeah, them late night Walmart orcs. No, they're not. But I don't have them on my friends list. No one on my friends list looks like a Walmart orc. But if you go to Walmart past 1 o'clock, especially out there in Humble, you'll see some fucking gargoyles.
Stop talking about
I'm
Humble.
sorry. I
You
know.
gonna
Okay,
quit
I'm
shitting
sorry.
on Humble?
Okay, I'm sorry. It's a very, low
Go ahead.
level
You
place.
said we have shenanigans. We have a lot of shenanigans. And
Yeah.
What you said?
Okay, okay, can I just say this and I'll just stop?
No.
They built a new Dairy Queen, so that lets you know the level. That lets you know the level where they're going. They funded a new fucking Dairy Queen.
No, you said that
Mm.
we have hoot nannies.
Yeah, hoot nannies in that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
We
good.
raised our children in Humble.
Yeah, I
love
know.
Humble. At some point, we're gonna move to the city or even
Okay.
out of Houston.
Mhm.
But could you go a little lighter on?
All right,
Humble?
I'll go a little bit lighter.
Is
okay, so
cheating
go ahead.
inevitable?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so next
Okay.
question.
Is cheating the key to a successful marriage?
Might motherfucking be. You know why? Because you got to get tested.
What? Like AIDS?
No.
Oh. Oh, you need to go through the trials and the tribulations.
You're gonna get tested.
Oh.
Yeah. You're gonna get tested.
Okay.
Your jaw gonna get tested. You're gonna see if you can take a punch. It's just, it's inevitable.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna have to go through something.
Yeah.
You know,
to show that you can go through something.
show you can go through something.
Because if you're not going through anything, you're not living.
Yeah, you're not living.
And if y'all not having some sort of friction or something going on, y'all not living together.
Exactly.
So it's
exactly.
And I think that it's just I don't think that I don't think that adultery in a marriage or cheating is the only way.
No.
You know, to build it up and strengthen up. But it's if you can survive that, it does that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that, you know, I don't think there comes a time, so let me make sure we understand what we're saying here. I don't think there comes a time where you're sitting around the house and you're knitting and I'm reading the newspaper by the fire and you're like, you know something, babe, we've been together for 10 years and I like where everything is going, but I think it's time that we go ahead and just cheat on each other real quick so we can get to this next level of shit. No, not like that. I'm just saying, you know,
the temptation comes.
And when it comes and then y'all do whatever happens and, you know, whatever life turns out to be, it can make you stronger. If you survive it, it'll make your relationship almost bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about continuous cheating?
That's some other shit. Y'all just need to be some swingers or some shit or whatever. If you're gonna just go continuous, no. You think that shit?
Yeah.
People think that shit is cool and awesome. It's not.
It opens up doors.
It's not. You don't want to be smelling like other women all the time. Anyway, go ahead.
What?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's the next question?
That's funny because I have sinus surgery. I couldn't smell you if you did smell like another woman. That's the key. Got you.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we can talk about that. Let's see. Giving your definition of cheating, giving that your definition of cheating differs, where do you draw the line and what's acceptable in your relationship?
That really depends on you and your relationship.
Yeah.
You know, some people
I think they are asking us specifically though.
If it's us, I mean,
where do you draw the line? Here's where I draw the line. If the action for me, like I said, if I cannot get past the action, if we can't go on without any type of negative energy, you know,
I see what you're saying.
Because of that thing, I can't do it.
Right.
That's me. That's just how I am. That's the question. You still want to be with him?
Right.
Yeah.
I can agree.
Figure it out.
I actually would have to agree with you on that. I feel exactly the same way on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's not me trying to shortchange it out and get out of that, but I would seriously. I don't think there.
So
really
where do
is
you draw
way.
the line? So you draw the line when you stop wanting to do it.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
When I stop wanting to do it, that's where I draw the line.
Exactly.
So I can't say there's a specific action. You know, I can say, oh, he get a bitch pregnant. I know I've said that before, but if he got a woman pregnant,
I'd quit myself if I got another woman pregnant. God
you didn't
damn.
let me have any more kids. I had to get my tubes tied after Gabriel.
Yeah,
Like
baby
T.I. going to
over.
Justin went with me to my gynecologist appointment and told him, we
Tie
don't want
that
no
shit
more
up.
kids. Tie that shit up.
Burn them edges, whatever the fuck you was doing in there.
We need 2 kids.
Yeah.
We can't get no further than
That is done.
We can't go. We trying to go with all the kids you trying to have.
No,
But
no
that's for
Partridge
another
Family
discussion.
shit.
No, he doesn't
Right.
tell me what to do. No, I'm not that girl.
I control your body.
Yeah, you control. No, that doesn't happen. But yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so all right, so go moving on.
So we draw the line when we stop wanting to.
Yeah.
Are you too monogamous or do you have an open marriage?
Wow, people always asking us that shit.
They
People
do.
always want to know. They be like, so.
We tried open marriage. Let's just be honest. We tried it. It just didn't work. I mean, the sex at first was really dope because it's like, oh my God, I'm fucking this hoe. But
Yeah.
what did he do behind my back? Or she gonna be, or
It doesn't.
whatever. But
It's
it gets old.
It
And
gets old.
here's the thing: if we're being, I could have a poly relationship, Justin.
I could.
If you were open to a poly relationship, I could have a poly relationship. That's me. That's full disclosure. Not beating around the bush or lying. I don't care to be with no other chicks. But if you wanted an extra wife and I have an extra man, I'm down for that.
Oh God,
Just
that
variety.
just be a fucking
Life
nightmare.
never gets tiresome. Maybe you get emotional shit from him, and this dude over here got the best sex. I don't know. I don't see that as being a loss for me. And as far as the chick, whoever you chose, as long as I like her, I don't see that being a problem. As long as it doesn't fuck up our energy in our home, and she start doing weird stuff.
That's inevitable though. See, that's
but
the problem.
That's not true. Sometimes people can live in harmony when people decide to.
Yeah, if you got a shit ton of money. Where you could like
not have a shit ton of money one day?
But it's like separating.
That promise you maybe to
I'm
be
talking
rich
about
is never gonna happen.
millions and millions and millions and millions. Not like a couple $100,000.
So we need to go hard on this podcast. Millions and millions
make
and
millions because Karen wants a fucking poly relationship.
I need.
But
I'm
but
not
no,
saying that. I'm just
playing.
Okay.
I know, but no, it doesn't. It's just too much, man. I think I don't know, me personally, I think you can have a little fuck buddy on the side every once in a while, and y'all can have that type of shit going on. But yeah, to have a permanent
sex is well,
I know, because y'all have to like, you can still like you and your fuck buddy can still like each other a lot.
Yeah.
You know, y'all can actually probably even love each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a motherfucker moving in the house and having to deal with all that extra.
Wait, you said I can have a side dude? Did you just give me permission to have a side dude?
Fuck no, I did not.
That's what it sounded like to me.
No, I'm saying.
You said.
No, I already know what you're gonna say.
You could have a fuck buddy on the side.
No. You see
that you like.
Nope.
Wait.
No.
No. That wasn't a bargaining chip.
No. What that was the fact of saying that I know how you are and a lot of women are. Mm-hmm. Y'all like to have a relationship where the person loves you, and then that's where your sex derives from. Mm-hmm. You like to have sex with someone that loves you, not likes you, but loves you. Yes. You know,
every woman is not like that.
I know, not a lot of women are. Some women are.
Some women don't give a damn.
I know, just take it, damn here, pussy type shit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like,
you got
give me
those.
Some dick and go home. There are a lot of women like that.
Right, but you know, I think the more sophisticated women like.
That's not true. Sophisticated women like both. So don't say that.
No, they do.
Yeah.
But a certain level of woman likes.
It's not even a certain level. That's just because men like to control our sexuality and shit.
I'm playing with you.
Okay.
I know, because that's me.
That's trolling me.
Yeah, I'm trolling
Stop.
you. I'm just attacking
okay.
you. So anyway, but but no. A poly thing. It just, like I said, it's
poly
too,
thing wouldn't work.
It's too much.
But having an open relationship.
Yeah.
With the right amount of terms set, would you be open to an open relationship? No,
still wouldn't be.
Yeah.
It just.
So that answer is no.
Yeah, it's it's too much prying into, and also too, I couldn't imagine like working and making a bunch of shit happen, and you got some motherfucking nigga just sitting over there, and he just
what if he's independent?
He fucking ain't if he's trying to get into this. I'm just being honest. So this nigga's sitting on the couch.
After me?
Huh? No, I ain't saying no. I'm not saying it like that. Okay. But I'm just saying, that's how a guy feels, you know? It's like
somebody.
Yeah, like you doing all this shit, and then that's, it's like this nigga coming up, and, you driving some car around that you fucking busted your ass to pay for.
That would be hurtful.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you bought this, $1.5 million home in Rice Village, the one that's right around the corner from Benji's that I am going to buy. And then, this nigga staying upstairs and shit. So in the middle of the night, I'm, getting up to get some orange juice. This nigga playing Future upstairs and shit while I'm motherfucking trying to do some other shit. No, see, that's some silly ass shit.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't put two motherfucking lions in the same fucking pride like that, and then yeah, that shit doesn't work.
It doesn't work like that.
It's nature.
Though.
It's like beta fish.
I'm telling you that there are situations. I have friends where it works.
We need to bring the motherfuckers on here,
we do.
so I can actually talk to them about it.
Yeah,
because I'd be actually curious. Now I'm not gonna say it wouldn't work for other people.
Yeah.
No, I actually really do believe it can work for people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people actually are out there that can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe that, like I said, it's just different lives.
It's different
slices of life, man. But I'm not gonna say it.
No, we don't have an open marriage. No, really, in actuality, we don't.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Last question: do you think your lack of a good example of a relationship caused the breakdown in your own? No, I think the breakdown is a human thing.
Yeah, it is.
I think adolescence is human. I think midlife crises are human, regardless of being rich or poor, having both parents in the household. I just think that monogamy is something that we aspire to. I don't think anybody is good at it right away.
No, it's not.
Because if you have to fight yourself to be monogamous, you're not really fucking good at it.
I know, right?
If you have to give yourself, 50 licks
to
keep you from looking at another ass or a set of titties, you're struggling.
Yeah.
And you will eventually bite the apple.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think that if my parents would have been together and they would have lied to me about having a monogamous relationship, no, I don't think that I in turn would have had a monogamous relationship because of it. I just think that infidelity is human. Like I said before, we struggle with our diets.
Yeah.
We struggle with the most minute things. So you expect to be faithful and devout and all of that without no. So when you see people like, it's been hard, but we made it through, they probably talking about cheating.
Right, exactly, right? Exactly.
You know, so that's outside of cheating, maybe how you want to raise your kids and being broke. You know, those three really are typically the ones.
Right.
That's happening.
Right.
So all these people that's been married for the stretch of time that people are saying that you're gonna probably endure it, whether you know about it or not.
Right.
Whether you find out it happened, you probably are going through it now or will go through it. But we're just saying when it happens, not saying that we're just bleak like that, because sometimes it may not. I know that these anomalies exist. Right. But for most people, most of us, you're gonna encounter it. Yeah. So all we're saying is, how do you navigate it once you encounter it? Exactly. You know, is there a path past infidelity? You know,
love, like I always tell people, love always survives and love always finds a way. It's like anything in nature. You know what I'm saying? It comes from this earth. Yeah. You know, and it's just like I always tell people, like a sunflower, you know, a daisy, whatever, you know, it gets the sunlight, it's a plant, it grows, but also, but also too, a mushroom grows in the dark as well. Yeah. You know, and then it has to grow in the dark, and that's where it lives. Love is like that. It can take on any form, any different way. It can, you know, change, but it always finds a way and endures. And that also, to me, that's what illuminates the path towards that healing.
The love.
Yeah. So if that is there, there is always a way. It is. You know, but if you can't find no inkling of love whatsoever,
then it's time to move on.
Then it's probably time to move on, because
life is presenting a new path for you.
Exactly.
So some tips to overcome infidelity. Counseling is one of them. Yeah. Like Justin was saying, understanding why it happened. Yep. Practicing gratitude. I have to do that all the time, actually, because your mind will start complaining about what you don't have, and you have to reel that shit in and be like, no, I have this and I have that. Right. And that's what being grateful is understanding what you have and appreciating it. Exactly. Finding ways to become more emotionally intimate. Spending time together, reading, going to the movies. Yeah. We do that a lot. We just, it's Family Guy and what's the other one? American Dad for us. And what's coming up next with
Rick and Morty?
Yeah, we watch cartoons. Yeah. Our family, at the end of the day, we watch graphic, very
graphic, funny,
nasty, funny cartoons. But that's what we do every night at my house. Yeah. Until we get ready to go to bed. Yeah. Fully face and normalize your feelings. These are very normal feelings, like we talked about. Justin may have mentioned some that most people feel. I'm one who just doesn't, you know, I'm broken. Clarify your purpose and create a vision for how you want your relationship and life to be. I believe in that, because when you have a vision of what it can be, I think that that's what lights the path. Yeah. Is still being able to see a tomorrow.
Something to work.
Something that'll work. Somebody said something more beautiful.
Yeah, something more beautiful, something to work towards. Yeah. Like I said, a new path, you know, a new like I said, a new plant that grows, a new flower that grows from the concrete, you know.
That was beautiful, babe. Yeah. That's how we did it. You know, that's how we continue to work on it. And I'm not saying that we won't come to it again or some version of it, but we have gone through it, so now we have the tools to work on it and to fix it if that's what we want to do. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And that's our show. That's season 2. I told you we could make an hour. What? Well. What?
Okay. Well. Okay. All right.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at Kyla, who's saying some shit.
Yeah. So I have to mention our party tomorrow.
Yeah, the party.
We're having a launch party for the party.
Y'all need to come out to the launch party.
Yeah. Can we post? Did we post it already?
There you go.
Okay. That's just gonna be at the Ronin Art House. From 8 to 12, we
it's
have
8 to 12.
light bites, we have drinks, we have music, we have us.
It's a social, so it's you know, it's not gonna be like, you know, like a whole segmented, you know, thing, you know, whatever. It's
we were supposed to only invite like 30 people, but come.
Yeah, just come.
Yeah,
and
we're not stopping nobody from coming. If y'all support the show, y'all support us. Y'all show us love. You're welcome to be there.
Just stop by, have a drink, take a picture with us.
Yeah.
You know, we would like to post all the pictures on the page and stuff like that, and you know, just talk with everybody for a minute and just hang out. That's all we're gonna do. We just want to talk with everybody.
Come party with us on our date night.
Yeah, that's it.
And this is basically our first public date night.
Exactly.
Where we've opened it up for people to come with us outside of our close friends and family.
Yeah.
Well, y'all can find us. Y'all can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify. We're everywhere. Every platform where a podcast is, we are there. And it's Date Night, DATENIGHT with the CRAFTS, crafts. Except Twitter. It's Craft Date Night. Sorry about that. But I really want y'all to go on Apple, listeners, and rate and review the show. Tell us how you feel about it.
Please do.
We like criticism, actually.
Yeah.
And we like praise, too, however it comes. But we just want to know y'all thoughts about the show so we can keep bringing y'all good content. And if y'all have any questions, you know, if you want to ask us a question about your relationship, make sure that y'all get in contact with us. If you want to be anonymous, we will respect that. And if y'all have any questions about the show, as far as like ways to help you through the
anything,
if you have a story about struggling with infidelity, talk to us. Let us know. We're here for that too. This is the reason and the purpose of our show.
Yeah, it's to really spread that and let you know that you're not alone.
Yeah,
and
it happens.
Then
you
have someone. You have something we can talk about and talk to. So definitely.
But that's our show.
That's our show.
We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We did this shit live for y'all.
I know.
We're going to come out to the show and
All right.
All
Again,
right,
thank
baby.
y'all. Love
Thank
y'all.
you for this conversation.
Again, babe. Love you too.
Y'all. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Mwah.